Hello, everybody. This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4, and we are about to begin our first Madden 22 video, and we are going to do the relocation franchises, and it's been really fun to do. I did it on since Madden 21, so if you guys recall, a couple months ago when I started making those videos, those were super fun. I can't wait to do it for Madden 22. So, we're not going to relocate the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, we are going to relocate the Washington football team. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how to relocate uh, your team and then move it to another city. Like, I'm moving Washington to London, like I did back on Madden 21. So, without further ado, we'll see you guys at week 1 of the regular season. Now, I'll teach you how to do the relocation process. Now, you gotta change your role, so you gotta do this on owner mode. You can't do it on coach mode, so I'm just gonna put financial mogul, and I am going to type in my name. So, this is gonna be pretty fun to do. I can't wait for our London Bulldogs franchise. I hope we win multiple Super Bowls. I will do the Toronto Huskies, Toronto Mounties, London Black Knights. I will not do any Mexico City for Madden 22. Just keep that in mind. Alright, in order to do this, you gotta go down to Manage Team, and you gotta go to Stadium. So, when you see the word Stadium there, you gotta click on that. And then we're at a 23 overall, Landover, Maryland Stadium. FedEx Field is 24 years old, so we gotta click on Relocate. And when it comes to week 5, you get to pick your city. Week 6 is when you pick the team name. Week 7 is when you actually pick the uniforms. And then week 8 is the selection of the stadium. So we'll see you guys into week 5. Alright, we are into week 5 and we get to start our relocation processes. So this is the beginning of the actual relocation process, so keep that in mind. So your choices from like previous Madden games are London, Mexico City, Toronto, San Antonio, Orlando, Salt Lake City, Brooklyn, Memphis, Chicago, Sacramento, Columbus, Portland, Austin, Dublin, which we will do a Dublin Celtic Tigers series possibly either this week or next week, Houston, Oklahoma City, St. Louis, San Diego, and they added Oakland there last season because the Raiders left California last season to play in Vegas. So the season before last, Oakland was not a choice because the Raiders were still playing there, and the choice then was Las Vegas, Nevada. So we're going to pick London because it's the highest fan interest, and let's face it, London needs an NFL team. So we're choosing London. Alright, we are into week 6, and we get to pick the name. So you got the football team, which would be generic and boring, and plus they're no longer going to be in Washington, so they're going to be in London. So you got the Bulldogs, which is what I really like. You're going international. You got to embody the British spirit. I kind of like the logo, how it is connecting to the Union Jack, Britain's flag. So that's really cool how they do it like that. I might pick them. Black Knights, we're going to do a franchise on them in Madden 22, but we're not going to do that today. And the Monarchs, there used to be an NFL Europe team that was known as the London Monarchs. So, highest royalty, I am going to pick. My decision is the London Bulldogs. Alright, now we get to pick the uniform. So this is the fun part about after you chose your city and the team nickname. So the style one, I like these uniforms. It kind of reminds me of the Seahawks variant of the uniform. I use that in my Toronto Huskies franchise, which we will do the Toronto Huskies franchise on Madden 22. Style 2, I do like the red jerseys on this. I don't like the silver helmets. I wish they had blue helmets like on styles 1 and 3, but style 2, not my go-to. But I like the blue pants and the number fonts on this uniform, so that makes it pretty interesting to see. And style 3, it looks very popular, 63%. I love this uniform. Awesome number fonts though, but the red, white, and blue, it looks really good together, and it connects to the Union Jack, like I said about 1 or 2 minutes ago, connecting to the uniform, which is what I like about this London Bulldogs uniform. So the decision is final. I am going to pick style 3. So we're going to pick these uniforms, so that's going to be something fun to see. And we'll see you in week 8 for stadium selection. Alright, so now we get to choose our stadium for week 8. And then we're going to sim through the rest of the season. And then after this season, we will no longer be called the Washington football team. We are going to be called the London Bulldogs. So we get to leave outside North America, across the Atlantic to England. So we get to pick our stadium options. So basic canopy, I like this stadium. Kind of reminds me of the Olympic Wembley Stadium, and there is a Wembley Stadium in the game. Futuristic Stadium, I use that for my Black Knights franchise, so we're not going to do that for the Bulldogs. I call that Olympic Stadium. Hybrid Stadium, not what I would expect for London, but it's practical. But I like how it kind of the stadium, like Arlington, Texas, the AT&T Stadium, how it opens and then it closes. So that's kind of nice. Spears Stadium wouldn't fit good for London because I would like the stadium to have an open sky. You get to see the Big Ben Tower, Buckingham Palace. That would be awesome though if they would add like a stadium that I'm going to pick. So that's going to be something interesting. There's basic and deluxe. So I'm going to go for the deluxe. So I'm going to pick the deluxe canopy stadium, kind of like, and I will call this Wembley Stadium, by the way. So yeah, so we're going to check this. We're going to claim this as our stadium for London, and we'll show you the new uniforms after the season. Alrighty then, we are officially the London Bulldogs in the NFL. So we are going to check out these nice uniforms. So we are going to our team roster. So it's going to load here in just a bit. So I just want to check out these cool uniforms. So I am going to use Larry Fitzgerald. I know he's a free agent right now, but I signed him over this off season. And I used him in Madden 21 for the London Bulldogs, so that's why I re-signed him for Madden 22, because it will sound a little bit more fun. So check out these royal blue uniforms. I really like these. I will give it a 5-star rating, these uniforms, and a 10 out of 10. So I'm ready for episode 1 of this London Bulldogs franchise for this season. Question is, are you guys ready? So I will probably upload the first episode today. I'm going to skip preseason for this season. I'm going to skip preseason, and then I'm going to go into the regular season. So without further ado, see you guys soon, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great Monday, everybody. And today is my birthday, by the way.